Welcome viewers, we are on a cheap flight, very cheap actually, to one of the most expensive countries in Europe. Yes, one extreme to that, we're in Istanbul, Turkey. I'm outside my hotel room that costs just over £20. Quite a decent night's sleep actually, but we're heading to the airport. It's 8:30 and the flight's pretty soon. I'm a bit worried about this, the airport's miles away. I've had to get the hotel to phone me a taxi and I don't know if it's coming or not. There's a bit of a language barrier. We had to use Google Translate. Fingers crossed we make this flight. Let's go. Okay, we're in the taxi now, on the way to the airport. To the 45 minutes I think. Okay, we are finally here back in Asia. Oh, took an hour that journey. The traffic is brutal in Istanbul. I would not drive here. I would never hire a car here. We're at Sabiha Gökçen Airport, I think it's called, otherwise known as SAW, S-A-W. The flight's leaving pretty soon. I'll give you a wee clue where we're going, okay? One of the most expensive countries in Europe, and the place I'm going is regularly in the top 10 of the most expensive cities in the world, almost. Okay, can you guess where we're going? I think the flight time is going to be maybe about 3 hours, just under or just over. We'll wait and see. A bit ahead in the airport because my flight's leaving pretty soon. Okay, there's all the flights going out there, and I am not joking, I cannot see my flight on that board yet. I'm going to have to inquire about this. So that's a security check, the first one over there. I don't know if there is another one, we'll wait and see. I've been told I need to go down to international departures. Okay, just checking the departure board now. It's so weird, my flight's now appearing on here. I'll give you a wee clue. Flying with Pegasus again, okay? They've got the most annoying website, Pegasus. I've had to do a screenshot of the boarding pass again. You can sign up for bonus points and you get miles when you fly with them and stuff, but it's just complicated. Anyway, let's go upstairs, we'll see what the food bit's like. Okay, up in the food court now. Quite a nice wee airport actually. Starbucks over there on the left hand side. A few other places down there as well. McDonald's at the very, very end there. Burger King, a few other places. Okay, let me tell you a wee bit more about this flight. It was not the cheapest flight, but it was pretty close to it. The cheapest flight going out here was Nicosia in Cyprus. It was £20. Then the next cheapest was £28, and it was Basel in Switzerland. And this flight was £42 to one of the most expensive cities in the world. We'll see how much a beer is when we get here, okay? So we'll need to go on board, but we're absolutely cutting it fine everywhere we go here. These airports are quite manic. Okay, so I've got my gate number. I'm going to head down there and just the usual procedure through skyscanner.net. I look for cheap flights. I thought this would be more interesting. I'll take it to an interesting city, but I had to get a flight back to obviously Edinburgh or Glasgow. That's why I'm ending up going here. So we'll see what happens. I've no time for any food, no time whatsoever. Okay, we've made it to the boarding gate, just about to board. Pretty stressful getting to this airport. 2 security checks, passport stamp, but we're here now and we're going on the flight to the most expensive place in Europe, almost in the world almost, okay? I am very worried that this flight that cost me actually £47, at first I thought it was 42, £47. I'm worried my dinner tonight will be more than that here. I've no time for food here. Let's go on the flight and we'll see you at the next destination soon. Let's board the flight. Breaking news. Flight's delayed 15 minutes. After all that stress, I'm here now, still not boarded. And also some breaking news. It's about £5 for a chocolate bar in this airport. Or £4. M&M, Twix, £4. Pretty expensive. So we're going to be boarding very soon. I did go to Subway there, I was thinking of getting a Subway, but their chicken's different than it is back home, it's like totally different. So yeah, there we're this at. We'll wait till we get to the expensive destination and buy a meal there, we'll wait and see. Alright, hopefully we'll be boarding soon.
use.
Okay, just about to board now. A guy tried to go on the flight. There's another plane taking off. A guy tried to go on the flight there, going to Madrid in front of me. I don't know how he's get so mixed up. I'm not going to Madrid. I'm sure that's not one of the most expensive cities in the world,
Airlines.
but it's probably mid-range. I'll get to Madrid one day. I'll wait and see. Right, so this flight's delayed 15 minutes, but it's going to be more like half an hour, 45 minutes time we got on here. I don't know if we're going straight on the flight or get a bus. I think we're straight on here. Nice wee spot for planes taking off here. You can just sit here all day. Just seen a plane landing there as well. Hello. Okay, we've got a window seat 21F, quite far down, but it's not that busy. This flight's a big aircraft. Okay, might get a wee row to yourself here, 21F. Last flight I was on, the guy was raging because he was sitting in the window seat. I had to move. Look, wee window seat all myself, a wee row, maybe. Okay, we're on an Airbus A321. So far, so good. There's just a few more people to board because I'm quite close to the end. So yeah, this is the cafe that they've got on Pegasus. It's really expensive. Yeah, I don't think we'll be having any of that. It's like €8 for a can of beer. Saying that, the place I'm going to, that will be a bargain. That'll be cheap. Back outside before we go inside to passport control. How weird. Okay, so it's the air bridge straight off the plane into the airport, and now we're going back out the airport, back onto a transfer bus. How weird. What a disaster, wrong side of the bus, last one off the bus. This is going to take a while, I think. You guessed yet where we are? A few clues. Another big clue, but can you guess where we are? It's a never ending walk down here. It's taken ages to get to passport control. We've been out there, in the airport, out the airport, on the bus, up elevators, and we're still going here. Is that a big Emirates plane here? EasyJet just took off here. I'll be flying back with EasyJet actually. I'm going to be flying back to Edinburgh later on. Right, let's see if I can squeeze down here. I'm not joking, I've never been on a longer walk to passport control than this airport, ever. If you have any mobility issues, you might need assistance here, for sure. Some walk. Okay, through passport control, took 1 minute there. It is never ending, the walking in this airport. Okay, give you another clue. The flight was Trebian. Very good. I had to be sleeping the flight. I must have fell asleep for about an hour, which is unheard of. I'm absolutely exhausted. This is the 6th day travelling around Europe and technically Asia as well. This city that I'm staying in is so expensive. I could not get a hotel Firstly, all the hotels were fully booked. There was 2 or 3 available, and they were the 113 and 114 rated on TripAdvisor. They're the worst hotels, and they were really expensive. Basically, there was no decent hotels in the centre for under £250 tonight, and I've had to take drastic action with accommodation. You'll see that soon. Right, we're nearly out here, jeez. Okay, exit. Okay, I finally sorted out the airport. What a walk that was. I've noticed I've got Uber here, okay, and also, oh, a wee clue there, a wee clue. Also, the train is down here, the metro, which I think takes 10-15 minutes, and it might be a lot cheaper than the Uber. I'm going to price them both up, and we'll wait and see where we end up. And the metro might only be €3 or €4, so we're going to go on the metro. Hello, wait, you see this? Look at this. Okay, so they're selling some food over there. Hello, bye bye, bye bye. The road was going there. Anyway, right, we're heading to the metro. We'll see how this pans out. Apparently, the metro is every 12 minutes. I don't even know how I get a ticket for this, but I've not really done any research as usual. So we'll wait and see. Right, there's a bus here as well, city bus. That might be an option because it's very close to the city. I think we're only 4 or 5 kilometres maybe from the city centre here. Random flower shop, florist, random florist. Who's buying flowers? Maybe you are, you've been on a wee trip, you come back, you buy flowers. I don't know. A nice wee cafe here as well. Right, I need to get to this metro, figure out how to buy a ticket, and we'll see when we get there in a wee minute probably. Okay, wee tip for the metro. I think it's cost about €3. I had to get a guy to help me with the machine because I wasn't sure what station to put in, but you just put in the name of the city and you can take any train. So I need to figure out when the next one's coming. That's not very clear either. Quite a good metro station, but right in the airport, right next to it. You guessed yet where we are? Okay, ticket is purchased for the metro. I don't know what train I'm going on, but the guy helped me with the ticket. He just put in the name of the city for the ticket, and it just gives you a general, it's like €3, but it's in the local currency. And he says any train will take you into the centre, so I've got no idea what platform I'm going to, but we'll get there. Okay, just got on a train there. Apparently this is going to the city centre. Asked a few people that didn't know. Local says it is, but so fingers crossed we're not going back anywhere else. We've made it, viewers. Is there a more spectacular travel day video finishing in one of the most expensive cities in Europe, if not the world? Switzerland always ranks at least 3 or 4 cities in the top 10 expensive places. Can you guess where we are? It's pretty obvious, I think, from here. Absolutely sunny, look at this. 32 degrees, absolutely amazing. There's so many people in swimming. It's a nice wee vibe. My luxury accommodation's round the corner. You'll see that in another video coming up quite soon. Okay, loads of people just chilling out on the deck chairs. Absolutely amazing. What a spot this is. We've got the mountains in the background, we've got Lake Geneva here as well. Oh, it's to die for, isn't it? That water's looking very tempting, very tempting. I think it's quite shallow, a lot of people in swimming here, a lot of families here as well. You're going to see our accommodation quite soon. Made a mistake with that, I think, might regret it. But anyway, you'll see that pretty soon. It's just round the corner. I'm heading down this way, and we'll end up somewhere else in a wee minute. Breaking news. Thumbs up for O2. Apologies. I forgot Switzerland was not in the EU. That's why I couldn't get any data. I just had to buy an eSIM with Holify there. They're handy, the eSIMs. I'd recommend them for anybody going abroad. It's not in the package. Anyway, marina behind this, beautiful bar, looks amazing. So hot. Need to go for a beer. How much do you think a beer is here? How much is a cocktail? We'll do a separate video letting you know the prices in one of the most expensive cities in Europe. Let me show you. Yeah, pretty nice here, isn't it? Oh, nice here, eh? Okay, now for the beers you have to pay a deposit of 4 Swiss francs, which is roughly £3.60. The way to work it out, basically just take 10% off the price and you'll get British pounds, okay? So that's the way it works. A whisky here is going to cost you about £13.50, €15. Jack Daniel is a bit more, so you can see we're in an expensive place here, okay? The beer wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. I was surprised at that as well. Prosecco, wee small one, starts from 8, so just over £7 for Prosecco. Your rosé wines, your small ones, start from £6.30 roughly, 7 Swiss francs. That's not too bad considering how nice it is here. So nice, isn't it? And cocktails, yeah, they're a bit pricier. So you're going to be about £13 for most of the cocktails there, £13.50 some of them as well. We're doing tapas. A cheeseburger is going to cost you just over £20 here. Okay, but again, look where we are. Look where we are. It is pretty nice here, isn't it? These beers look amazing actually. Wait to show this round the corner, okay? Look amazing. The beers are 10 Swiss francs. So that is roughly, well, what's that? Just under £9. I think it's about £8.90 odds for a beer. That's famous, that thing there, big fountain thing's famous. Can't remember the name of it, but it's famous. Yeah, it's nice here, eh? Obviously we're down in probably one of the nicest parts. Very popular with bikes, I can see. Heading down here to see what the vibes are like down here. What do you think so far? Under 50 quid in the flight to get here, can't complain. My flight back to Scotland's going to cost more than that. I'm not going anywhere else after this, I'm going back to Scotland. We'll do a few videos. What's going on here? Do you need to pay to get through here? What's going on? The big fountain thing is over there. I think you need to pay to go over here. Oh, you do? You need to pay 2 Swiss francs, so you need to pay £1.75, £1.80. There's a big famous fountain thing up there. See it in the distance. I might pay the money and go over here, okay? Is that the old town over there? I don't even know yet. It's stunning anyway, it's beautiful. Really nice. Stretches all the way around there. It's a bit more industrial in the centre, you'll see what I mean? Look at this, I'm definitely going in here. So what do you think? Let me get in the shade here, hold on. Let me get in the shade. I didn't even know you've got to pay money to cross the damn bridge. So, the most expensive city in Europe almost is always the top 10. Zurich's always up there as well. Bâle is always up there. Even Paris and London now are up there as well. And first impressions, it's pretty nice. This bit anyway. They even charge you to cross a bridge. That's how expensive it is. We'll wait and see. I'll be getting a beer somewhere else. We'll find cheaper than just over £8 for a beer. I'm sure we will. I seen Lidl earlier on, so we'll find cheaper in there, don't worry. Thanks for watching the Travel Day video. You're superstars if you watched to the end. I really appreciate all your support. Give it a wee subscribe if you're new to the channel. It's goodbye from beautiful Geneva.